Dubious ones, welcome back to the channel for another WWE 2K24 video. Today we're going to be going over some of the massive changes, or maybe not so massive, and things you didn't know, little details you might have missed that we're getting towards the upcoming universe mode in WWE 2K24, as well as some information that it seems very clear that most people, you guys probably included, do not know that you can already do in within the universe mode. But before we get to that, I am giving away 3 copies of WWE 2K24 on launch day if we're able to get to 2,000 subscribers by launch. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed to the channel for your chance to win. But let's get into the video. So there's a few things I wanted to touch on here. So one of which being that we have a lot of new match types coming in this game with all the gauntlet matches, the casket matches, we've got the ambulance match, and of course there's things that we didn't have in Universe last year. I believe the War Games match wasn't available in Universe. Well, this year the good news is all the new match types are coming to Universe. They are all going to be able to be used in Universe, and that is a huge W for Universe mode. Now, another thing is that we're getting much more cutscenes and rivalry actions, which is one of the things I requested most, is more and more cutscenes, as that if you're going to make Universe content, you need as many cutscenes as possible, and it's just more fun to play. It makes it feel more like a single-player story campaign with all those cutscenes, with those rivalry actions. So it's incredible, and we've heard also the layout for the rivalry options is going to be a lot more straightforward. It's going to be a lot easier to and a lot friendlier of a user interface, as well as we now have the ability, like if you've played Universe before, done the rivalry actions, you don't have full control over all the people that are in the cutscene. Say you do a run-in, you don't necessarily have control who your rival is going to be facing in the match, or who's going to be in that cutscene. Now you have the ability to actually change who is in that match or who is in that cutscene with them, so it's not just some random superstar. They will just assign some random superstar, but now you have the ability to change that, and that is a small quality of life thing that is going to make a huge difference for us, at least for me personally. And then another thing that we need to really be appreciative for is the fact that we're getting that free roam camera option for all AI versus AI matches. So if you do Universe content, or if you're a big fan of Universe mode and like to run the AI versus AI and simulate matches, I think it's so great that we're getting that free camera. We can have the camera angles that we want. We get to play the Kevin Dunn simulator. You can do a million camera cuts if you want, or play the game how you like, and that is huge for me. But there is one point that I'm sure you've seen this video if you're a fan of Universe mode. If you haven't, make sure you go check out this video, because our boy Matt, Assemble here, friend of the channel, friend of Off the Top here, Assemble has put out some wonderful WWE2K24 content. He was able to get out to the to go record stuff. He's put out some amazing My Rise as well as this amazing Universe mode video. Has a lot of great in-depth breakdowns and a lot of great thoughts and opinions. So if you haven't already, go check out Matt's channel. Link will be in the description below. But there's one point from his breakdown and in early impressions that he made that I want to point out to you guys as well as him, that in case they weren't aware that you can do these things. So this is, I'm just going to play this right now so you can hear what he had to say, and then I'm going to give my response.
In there too. But one thing I wish they would add, maybe this can be patched in, or it's going to be maybe something they would consider for 2K25, but I wish that we had the ability to run a blank template for our Universe mode setup. So when I come into Universe mode, yes, we have Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, and the PLEs, everything is already preset, that's great, but I really would love the option to be able to hit default or blank template, and everything is at 0. So having no PLEs listed, no brands, no association, just completely blank. Even the statistics, I wish they would be able to do that and set that back to 0 so that you don't have any of that data in there and it's not tracking anything. Just having a blank template would be really good. And the other...
So I just want to touch on that really quickly here, because I mean, again, I feel like so many people don't know all the cool things you can already do with Universe mode. So I'm going to give you a quick showing here. This is from WWE2K23 right here. So I'm going to go into Universe mode. I'm going to create a brand new universe for you guys. I downloaded a few assets ahead of the video to show this off. So first, we're going to start, and this is going to be a two-pronger because there's a couple of extra things I'm going to show you at the end here as well. But to touch on this point, you want to start off and go into classic mode where you have the full sandbox, everything at your disposal. So if you go over right away in the calendar, as he said, you have all the PLEs set up, you have all this stuff, and you might not want any of that. Say you want an AEW Dynamite. Say you want your custom show. So go over to Wednesday. We'll call it AEW. Alright. We've got an arena. We'll put the Dynamite arena right there. Perfect. Don't care about the rest of the stuff. You can obviously customize that to your heart's content after. Let's throw enough, just enough people to get a show together. And number of matches. None of this matters. This you can all customize to your heart's content. None of this has any bearings on what we're doing, but we do need a championship. So we're going to have the AEW World Championship. I'm going to give that to MJF. Sure, that sounds great. Save this. Don't need to worry about the divisions or anything else right now. But once we've saved the show, it's fine. Again, you can change the logo to AEW and all that stuff on your own. This is just to prove that go delete NXT. Oops. X to delete. Yes, I want to delete this show. NXT's gone. Get rid of Raw. Yes, no interest in Raw. Get rid of SmackDown. Yes, I'm getting rid of SmackDown. Do you see how I just got rid of all my pay-per-views? Do you see how all the PLEs are now gone? Everything's gone. Everything's now gone. You have to delete the shows that they come from. So it's an extra step of hitting X 3 times. That's it. You hit X 3 times, blank template now. Now I have AEW only in here. Now I can set up my PLEs every month whenever I want them. I can't do them on Saturdays. That's something he pointed out. But anyways, the point is, I wanted to show how easy it is to just get rid of everything else. And that's the only thing here. Let's create one PLE and we'll make it Elimination Chamber. Why not? And can I now delete Backlash? I can now delete Backlash. Boom. Backlash was already not showing up because I didn't have any show on it. You need to have some pay-per-view, I see, in the spot. So there we have our host thing. We now have a pay-per-view. Obviously, you can customize this stuff to your heart's content. I just wanted to show you that you can get your blank template, get rid of all the pay-per-views and everything very, very easily in the game as is. So the fact that he wanted that to be able to be a default option, it's already kind of there for you, and I'm just not sure if he was aware of that. And now the other thing that I want to point out to you guys is I'm not sure here if you play a lot of Universe like I have over years past. You can Superstar mode to me is the greatest addition they've ever done, because for me, I like to run my own create a wrestler through my own custom roster of a combination of maybe AEW guys, legends from WWE's past, like from WWF 80s, 90s, 2000s, as well as maybe some current day guys that I want in there. So throw all your favorites into a roster and then whatever arenas you want to do. And then I might want to take my own character through my own story modes. You still have the full sandbox freedom, and I'm going to show you how right here. So, as you can see, we've created AEW, right? We've got AEW as a show. Now, let's create a rivalry, and I'm just going to start one rivalry right here, one-on-one, choose rivals, and we're going to have our champion, MJF, get in a rivalry with Mr. Dubs, because that's what I want to do. Let's set the intensity to just very high right off the bat. Why not? So we're going to save that. They're in the rivalry. Back. And you know what else we're going to do? Oh, the match table. This is what I want. So the match table, for my one-on-one rivalries, we're going to make every match a Hell in a Cell. So we've saved all this. And remember, we're obviously clearly in the regular open sandbox mode. What lots of people didn't realize is you can toggle in and out of Superstar mode now. So now, it's under My Universe, Options, Classic mode right here. We're going to switch that over to Superstar mode. It's going to give me some prompts. It's going to say, do I really want to do this? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go over, I want to play as me, Mr. Dubs. I want to play as my character. Yes, I'm about to do this, and yes, I understand I'm also in a rivalry with the champion. So, Remember, I've set up all that custom stuff. Right here, I'm going to go play next week. Boom, it'll simulate you straight to your match. And look at this. I'm in a normal 1v1 rivalry match. Now I can go to my rivalry options and I can add my actions. And I'm in superstar mode right now. I'm not in the open sandbox mode. You can still edit the rivalry options. You just want to set up everything you want for your sandbox before you switch over and toggle over to superstar mode. And there we go. So here's the rivalry option. So this worked. Everything worked. The only thing that didn't seem to work was the Hell in a Cell. Oh, I knocked out the ref. Look at that. Going forward, nice work on your first match. You can explore other options to continue to play in your Superstars matches to see what unfolds for them. Perfect. So we go here. Rivalry options. So I didn't win that one. Great. All right. And there we go. Nice. So this is cool. So yeah, so sometimes when you do the rivalries, his rivalry took over for that. And this is, I guess, the rivalry scene we get from that, from his 60% beating mine. Which, again, I haven't played 2K23 very much. I just got the game with my pre-order of 2K24. So I haven't explored all the different rivalry options, but that's very cool. But what I really just wanted to show you was that you can freely go from Superstar mode to Classic Sandbox, back and forth, and it won't change any of your stuff. I can go right back to Classic mode. Yes. And now if I go to tonight's show, it won't simulate any of the other matches, as you can see. There we go. You can freely edit whatever you want in the universe at this point. I still don't understand why the Hell in a Cell isn't working though. For that, I'm not sure why that's not taking place, because usually the match table I don't have too many problems with. But again, you can freely go and edit. Let's change one-on-one to steel cage matches. Go like that. Save. Save. Back. A higher chance of having steel cage matches. There we go. So there's a steel cage match, steel cage match, steel cage match, and then your main event. So there you go. So as you can see, you can freely go back and forth. And you can change your superstar in custom superstar mode to anybody you'd like. Yes, I can now switch to AJ Styles, and then I'll be involved in whatever storyline AJ Styles is in, and it will simulate me right into my match, whatever AJ Styles is having. So these are things that I wanted to point out because I feel like a lot of people didn't realize this about superstar mode. To me, I like to set up my sandbox so I have my rivalries set to whatever it is they're going to do, whoever I want in rivalries, and then I will follow specific superstars in my universe mode that I want to be in those rivalries, or if I want to be on a title chase, or whatever it might be. So I'll set up all my stuff in this open sandbox, and then I just go to the options and toggle on superstar mode, and then basically treat it as a single player campaign. So that way I'm getting cutscenes, I'm getting, the fun of that. So it feels more like a single player experience rather than just simply, having your open sandbox universe and just playing match by match or simulating everything. I like to have that because I'm not always the biggest fan every year of My Rise or the showcase mode. So for me, universe has always been that, and that's why superstar mode was my favorite addition. And I hope this helps you guys enjoy the mode a little bit more, now understanding that you can freely open and edit the sandbox however you like for your universe and set up your AEWs, your New Japans, your TNAs, your classic WWF, your Nitros, your ECWs. You can set up whatever universe you want, completely change the sandbox, change all the match types so that they're going to be all Extreme Rules matches if you're in ECW or something like that. And then again with the rivalry thing, why with the Hell in a Cell not prompting on every match when it was at 100%, that's what should have been happening. I don't know what the issue is there. Hopefully that gets worked out in 2K24. But you guys get the idea. You can fully customize the sandbox. Once you've gone into the options there, all you want to do is simply switch over to superstar mode, and then you can always, once your show is over, switch back to the sandbox to edit and tweak things how you like. That's just how I like to play it, and apparently a lot of you guys weren't aware that you could do that, and you could have your open sandbox, you could have your cake and you could eat it too, and have it both ways. Anyways, Dubious Ones, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments down below. What are you looking forward to most about Universe Mode? What are you disappointed they didn't add? I myself disappointed we didn't get promos back, but I am very happy to see a lot more cutscenes. That's going to make a huge difference. And the free camera mode as well. The free camera alone is going to make Universe Mode videos incredible. And then on top of that, you have all the new match types coming this year. So you can have your war games, your casket matches, your ambulance matches, your gauntlet matches. Very, very excited about all those additions. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your chance to win a copy of WWE 2K24. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Dubious Ones, that's it for today. Deuces.